of the many things we love about the National Football League. Two jump out at you. One of which is following players who play with a kid-like fun love of the game, right? And another one is you just can't make this stuff up, the reality show. And one player embodied both on Sunday and coming into Sunday. His name is Philip Rivers. He's just contagious. And it was the stuff of movies. We talked about it all last week when we were in the heart of Disney in Lower Manhattan, right? It's like that, The Rookie. Remember that? Except he's not a rookie anymore.
Love that movie.
The movie. Comes out of nowhere. All you need to do is just save, Dennis Quaid just needed to save one game, right?
Yeah.
Well, Philip has one season to save. As the Colts, once upon a time, 7-1. Usually those types of teams make the playoffs. Now he's coming off of the couch, willingly taking his name off of the Hall of Fame semifinalist list and willingly removing himself from the carpool lane to say, I'm going to give this a shot. And I was sitting there in SoFi watching Lions and Rams in person, and then this game and other games on my phone, right, to try and keep pace and watch all this fun stuff. And somebody, nearby me says, because I said, wow, watching Philip Rivers right now, and somebody's like, how's he doing? And I'm like, well, to sum it up, he's alive and he's winning. And those are the two most important boxes for him to check.
That's like a Magic Johnson tweet right there.
And in that order. He's alive and he's winning. And as you know, for sports movies, sometimes the person you're rooting for doesn't win. Look at Rocky Balboa. Spoiler alert, Rocky won.
Or at Saturday night's main event
lost
this
once.
week. Bad.
And so at the end of the day, Philip Rivers did have 2 some odd minutes to go and all timeouts left on the other side of the 2-minute warning and just could not get it down to where they could win it with no time left. And instead got a 60-yard field goal attempt that went through the uprights, and you're thinking, here we go, Rocky. But there was too much time for Sam Darnold and the Seahawks, and Jason Myers kicked a 56-yarder to win it with 18 seconds left, which I thought, could that be too much time for Philly Riv? That'd have been unbelievable.
It would have been.
But Philip Rivers threw the touchdown pass. By the way, 1,800 days between touchdown passes. And, man, only touchdown pass of the day belonged to him, not Sam Darnold. And the Colts came this close to getting it done. And Philip Rivers was just enough. 18 to 27, 120 pass yards, a score. He did throw an interception at the end of the game that he just, put it at risk because he had to. And no turnovers other than that. Gave his team the chance to win, which is exactly what they needed. And then he gave us this message that I have to play for one and all, that he thought, with tears in his eyes, he wanted to impart to the youth.
I think maybe, maybe it will, I don't know, inspire or teach, to not to run or be scared of what may or may not happen, Hopefully, certainly I think of my sons and those ball players, that I'm in charge of at the school, that they'll say, like, crap, coach wasn't scared. You know what I mean? It's like, shoot, sometimes there is doubt, and it's real. And again, you can the guaranteed safe bet is to go home or to not go for it, and the other one is, shoot, let's see what happens. And so I hope that in that sense that it can be a positive to some young boys, or young people. It doesn't have to be boys, but again, that's not the motivation. But whatever God's will, I'm happy with.
Shoot, let's go for it. How great is that?
That's great advice.
Yes. And next up for him is the San Francisco 49ers in a game that you have to think the Colts' playoff chances are on the line here.
Mm-hmm.
And the Niners need this too. So Phillip Rivers got another crucial game, and in front of the home fans, my goodness gracious, before 2 games between Jacksonville and Houston, and Monday Night Football is what Phillip Rivers is going to be on in Week 16.
Let's go.
Shoot, let's go for it,
here,
man.
Right.
That's like something if you'd say, hey, TJ, let's go over to the Valley at 5 to have a restaurant. Like, all right, shoot, let's go for it.
Hey,
that's not like, hey, we want to come back and play football.
Let me take my name off of the Hall of Fame list for 5 years to give this a shot against the Seattle Seahawks, and he almost pulled it off. Almost pulled it off.
Rich, let me ask you, every time we see a Hall of Fame rep giving the knock on the door, one of the things we always hear is, we want to thank you for your contributions to the game.
Yes.
Right? I kind of feel like he's making a contribution to the game. He's sacrificing his chance to go in the Hall to help a franchise in need. To me, that's a huge contribution to the game, and I would think that maybe they should give him a break on the amount of time.
Interesting.
Like, I'm always one who said I don't know.
How about this?
He's a Hall of Famer, but I feel like you got to give him some type of leniency.
How about this, TJ? Because you need to codify this stuff to make it a rule. How about if you go 1,800 games or days, you go to 1,800 days without playing, and you're over 43, and you play fewer than 5 games in the NFL, you could still be eligible. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app, 12 to 3 Eastern.